Hello everybody, welcome back to another Space Marine 2 video. So in this video I'm going to cover the February recap, so let's get into it. Straight away is hello Space Marines. Let's recap what's occurred in February on Space Marine 2 a bit, and then we'll tackle future topics. We know you're eager for a patch 7 to drop. There's still a bit of a wait. In the meantime, we'll be sure to tease you a little. So basically just covers basically what they released. Then they released a hotfix with FPS drops, and there was too many spore mines. So and then there's obviously the Imperial Vigil community event, which has caused a bit of controversy, but it certainly frustrated me with the use of the pros website. I'll probably put a link at the top of the video. So again, note about community events. We have noted community events have received cold feedback since we introduced them as an additional way to unlock cosmetic items. We saw that many of you mentioned FOMO generated by the events. Rest assured, we are not looking to transform Space Marine 2 into a full live service game. Okay, so that's actually pretty good. I remember my video, the fear of missing out, I did cover that a lot, and it is a genuine thing that I'm worried. I was worried, but now they've reassured me. I was pretty worried that this would happen. So yeah, the items available through events will be available later for everyone. So okay, that's good. I'm glad they've clarified that. We want community events to be a way to unlock the items in advance for the most dedicated players, and not to be a source of frustration and stress for everyone. So basically everything you've unlocked so far through the pros website will eventually be available regardless. So I mean, that's pretty cool. I do like that. However, that means we must provide a smooth experience in unlocking items. My god, I'm just talking a bit too fast. I've literally just got back from work, so yeah. Which has not been the case so far. We deeply apologise for the trouble, and we are currently working on a simplified process to unlock the items to make the experience less constraining. Okay, good. I'm glad. So, what's coming? Ooh. So you've got the 7.0 is in the making. We're working on it, and we'll give you more precise data once we get more. Now I've got this webcam, I can now start reacting to these trailers and stuff that they drop, so I'm pretty excited for that. This update will bring several awaited features. One chapter pack, one champion, private PvP, nice, new weapon, PvE only, interesting, new operation, weapon perks, rebalance, again, really? Class weapon loadouts rework. Now that could be interesting, because I know there's an image of in the last update where they teased the new map. It showed the assault with a bolter, so that looks pretty cool. I'm really hoping that the assault gets a bolter. It'd be pretty badass. PvE prestige rank, so this is something I'm looking forward to, because I've maxed out everything. I've got 600 hours on the game, so I'm running out of stuff to do. That's why I jump on these events. Oh my god, there's something to do, and that's why I'm doing these customization tutorials that I'm doing, something to do for you guys to watch. And it's an attempt to add the water to a dry spell. But yeah, you won't be able to change your prestige perks before unlocking the 4 prestige levels. On top of that power boost, each class will have unique cosmetic rewards that emphasizes the class's iconic armor and more. Okay. Stay tuned. Will soon come with more info. Hoard mode. Okay. So apparently you're waiting for the Hoard mode. We're very eager to get more info on the Hoard mode. It's one of our top priorities right now. One thing we can say is that it's very different from Space Marine 1 Horde mode. Interesting. And that there will be surprises we can't wait for you to find out. Now, if you look at World War Z and their Horde mode, they've got a system where you can buy turrets, barricades, stuff like that. So if it is in the sense of World War Z instead of the first Space Marine Horde mode, I think that would be actually really interesting and exciting. I am very much looking forward to that. Bear with us. Oh yeah. Public test server. Now this looks pretty exciting. I'm very much willing to get involved with the test server. So we're also excited to share our goal to launch our public test servers in just a few weeks. Expect it to take place in March before patch 7. Okay, so they're basically saying patch 7 is in March. Once we get a specific date, we'll make sure an official announcement, well, same thing, statement announcement, on our socials and Discord. This will give you early access to upcoming features and opportunity to share feedback, helping us refine the content before it's officially released. It will be exclusively happen on Steam, neither on EGS nor consoles. It will be very easy to install because it will act as a separate game. Interesting. Community feedback on the absolute difficulty. So a lot of people have been struggling with absolute, a lot of people are still struggling with lethal, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's all about playing the game, getting a sense of you know, what you really want to get good at. So obviously everybody's good at certain classes. I'm pretty good with the bulwark, you could be pretty good with the assault or the heavy or the tactical. It's all up to you guys. So a word from our game director. We would like to hear your opinion regarding absolute difficulty. Overall, we are quite happy with how intense the difficulty itself is. We see that it requires a lot of concentration, and we feel like it's fun in terms of how many enemies you have to face, how hard to hit, etc. at the same time. We see some comments that it's a bit easy, yet on the other hand, we don't want to mess it up and would like to hear the voice from the community first. Here's some data and context. According to our stats, average win rate for absolute difficulty is minus 60%, significantly higher than lethal difficulty sits at 50%. Wait, so is that minus 60? I'm really confused by this. I'm blind, it's 60%. Lethal sits at, okay, so which seems a bit higher than we expected. So yeah, people are winning absolute difficulty more than lethal, so you might want to skip lethal and basically play absolute, so then you can just get the lethal helmet and the absolute difficulty shoulder. You know, it's something to think about if more people are winning in absolute because they're going hell to leather and just balls to the wall kind of a concentration. So at the same time, such win rate is explained by 3 factors. Absolute difficulty is locked for new users. That's interesting. Only 12% of daily playtime is spent on absolute difficulty. Only 50% of weekly active players play at least one match of absolute difficulty. Now, that's pretty interesting. It just kind of says a lot in the sense of not many people playing the difficulty, but obviously at the same time people are probably going one map at a time, so then you can obviously, you know, you don't get burnt out, you don't get, you know, oh, I'm sick of this game, I'm not going to play it anymore. You know, you're playing one map at a time, and it's a pretty good idea. I do recommend playing one map at a time. You know, don't overwork yourself, guys. This means that the only small portion of the very hardcore and well prepared players are playing absolute difficulty, and we must find a proper balance between the wishes of the hardcore players and the casual players that simply want to have fun. I will be completely honest, I think we are almost at our limit in terms of how we can make the game harder without making it unfair and not fun. We can't significantly increase the number of enemies for performance and memory reasons. Greatly increasing enemy damage and HP will make it so players will die randomly and will make enemies bullet sponges. Yeah, we don't want that, and which will not be fun. It really wouldn't. We do not want to implement a new difficulty because that would split the matchmaking pool even more. We have to stick to the existing 6 difficulties. I mean, that makes sense. I really don't see the point of making any more difficulties. You know, if there's a horde mod coming out too, you could, again, there's the 6 difficulties. Imagine how difficult absolute horde would be. That's like crazy. You know, if you think, look at Gears of War, for example, that's had horde for over 10 years now. It's like it's a, you know, it's very well established in the Gears of War games. But if you look at this game, and it's got the 6 difficulties instead of just 4, which I think Gears of War has 5 now, funnily enough. You know, you've got to think of stuff like that. 6 difficulties, easy to all the way to like, just think of the Doom guy meme where it shows him like a baby, and then it shows a guy really angry. So it's stuff like that. But I do think I completely lost where I was. Oh yeah, the problem way of doing this would be implementing a set of gameplay modifiers, i.e. type formation gameplay modifiers, that we tried to release earlier. I mean, that makes sense, but I'd like it to be randomized, so then if you jump into an absolute, you know, you're not expecting the type formation perk. You know, you expect it could be anything. It could be thick green fog, or, you know, more lictors, you know, stuff like that. It could be something interesting, maybe a chance of double carnifex, you know, stuff like that. It's something to think about. I mean, double carnifex that'd be crazy, but having the opportunity to have 2 mini bosses spawn in one mission, for example, one at the start, one near the end, you know, stuff like that. That could be a modifier. You know, it's just an idea. For now, we can tweak some parameters, and we would like to hear your opinion on specific items. So there's some polls for, you know, stuff like that. There's a new wallpapers. There's, wow, they've included my screenshot. That's absolutely crazy. Wow, that's just blown my mind. That's awesome. Sorry, that's just wow. But yeah, there's these 4 polls. I'm going to leave the link of this website, of this page, sorry, in the description. That's incredible. I'm so, wow. Anyway, if you did like this video, guys, please leave a like. If you want more content like this, wow, I'm sorry, my intro is probably a bit all over the place now. Outro, my god, I'm just completely gobsmacked that they've used my wow. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video, and please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of content, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.